everybody. So it is Monday, July 8th. So, not a whole lot going on. I guess there's always something going on, but no field work or nothing that needs to get done. Dad's cleaning out some heifers and stuff right now, dry cows. We're getting some projects caught up that need some attention. So right now we're working on this. So what this is just a plate of what do you call it, diamond plate steel. So this is the old piece. So I didn't video of me taking it out, but this goes in our in the barn, in our holding pen. It's a pit underneath there. So the cows actually walk on this. This covers up the big hole where we used to put the pump in to pump that pit out. And this piece was starting to sag quite a bit. When a cow would step on it, it would sink in a couple inches. It was just getting so rusty and old and starting to break off. So I actually pulled this out. I was hoping to use this again. And I tried flattening out the bobcat. I got it fairly close. I tried welding a better piece of angle iron on there for support, but I couldn't get it to weld to that plate. I grinded it down, got down to the steel, and just it wasn't welding very good. And it's starting to rust out in this spot. It's getting about shot. This angle iron that was on here is actually broke, and that's bent. So instead of trying to fix that up and probably being shot again in who knows how long, 6 months, a year, who knows, we just went and grabbed a new piece, some new angle iron, and that costed, well, I got some extra angle iron, but in total that was 200 bucks. I got a couple other sticks for some other projects. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna get this welded up and throw it back in the barn. Some other good news. So we were starting to get just a touch on the dry side. So actually yesterday would have been, today's Monday, Sunday. So Saturday night into Sunday morning, we got about 3/10 of rain. Then yesterday during milking, it just poured and we got a good half inch again. So we had right around 8/10 of rain yesterday, which was awesome. That's really gonna kick everything into gear even more. It's supposed to get really hot this week, so that's looking really good. Hopefully don't get, it's supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to get like in the 90s this week. First real hot stretch we're gonna have, and hopefully don't get any storms with it, because I'm sure the root system on the corn isn't very deep because it hasn't had to work to find moisture at all. We've been getting a lot of rain, but the corn's not super tall yet. I mean, it's about shoulder height. Better stuff on me. So we shouldn't have to worry about tipping over yet, but I am a little worried later this year when that corn starts to really get up there. There might be some tipped over corn because there ain't a big root system. But hopefully that's not the case. We don't get no nasty weather. But nothing we can do about that. We're just gonna do what we're able to do. So I get this welded up, put it in the barn. I'll kind of show you where it goes and how that all works. Put this in there. Take that down to the barn. We'll put it back. All right, watch out. I gotta get in. But, all right. All right, you get over. Then you got a foot behind you. There's not as much room in this one as the other one, is there? Right, sit up on my lap. Up. There we go. Go. Okay, yep, you sit in the seat. You sit down in there until I get this in there. Got it. All right, got the new piece in. Nothing fell in the hole while I was gone. No, you stay there for a little bit. No, you get all dirty. You just stay there. All right, so these plates here. So before we added onto the barn, this is a pit underneath here where the slatted floor is, and every so often we'd have to pump this out. We'd pull these plates out, actually just two of them, and pump it to the gravity flow over there. Now we added on with the new gravity flow, there's a big pipe in that corner, so the pit gets so full that it goes in that pipe and goes out, so we don't have to pump this out anymore. So these holes aren't really necessary anymore, but we still gotta, I don't know, there's no way of putting a permanent concrete thing in there. Maybe there would be, but these plates last a long time. This is the first one we've replaced in probably, I don't know, 8 years or so. There's a couple that's starting to sag a little bit, but not too bad. But you can tell that we've got diamond plate where there's more some traction for the cows. Like these ones, you can see there's a little bit of tread there yet, but in the center she's wore down to nothing, and that's all just from cow traffic. So you can tell they're pretty old. Yeah, I know. So it takes a little ease off my mind knowing that this is going to be good now for a while, because that starts to sag a bit. That I can remember 2 times we've had cattle fall in there, and it's not fun. What? Oh, yeah, we're just about done. I just gotta tell them a quick story. Yeah, one quick story. Okay, one story. So, twice I remember having cattle fall in here. The one time, the pit was empty. We just pumped it out, so there's just a foot or so manure in the bottom. And this pit's probably, I don't know, 10, 12 feet deep. And a cow fell in there. And she didn't break legs or nothing. She was up walking around down there. And the only way we could get her out was to get a chain on her somehow. So me and the chore boy at the time, Josh, was milking. Dad lowered us both down in there with the chain. That cow was in there for quite a while, or not quite a while, half hour, kind of coming up with a plan. So we knew there wasn't like the gas buildup or nothing in there. It's opened up all the time. So we took our clothes off down to our boxers, went in there and got a chain around her and yanked her out. And she was fine. She lived quite a while. This was a long time ago, 15 years ago. And then The other time it happened, we were trimming hooves, and there's a hole in this other corner over here. We had cows in here for trimming, and that piece of steel was really bad too. We had 2 cows fall in that time, and that time the pit was full, so and cows float apparently, so they were just hanging out right by that hole. And this is before we added on too, so on the outside we could get at it with the bobcat, and they were just kind of hanging out right there, so we threw a chain around them and pulled them out, and they were fine too. Look at you. But it's not something I hope ever happens again, because it is not fun. But with that, it's about almost supper time. Obviously, kids are home already. But we got one project off the list, and tomorrow we'll do some more. Should we go eat supper?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Should we go get supper?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what does a coyote say?
Oh.
What's a kitty say?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's a coyote say?
Oh.
Okay. Alrighty, so we had to make a quick trip to Little Falls this morning. Need to get some gas for the welder.
Pick up my dad's 10-pointer buck.
And then, more importantly, we got a call the other day that something got finished up. So that kind of got bumped up on the priority list of things that need to get accomplished.
So now we have that.
So now we gotta do some house decorating for Mom again. She's gonna be pretty happy, huh?
She wants that in the shop.
It's not going in the shop.
I know.
So we got our buck back from 2 years ago. And now we're gonna go head home. I don't know if we'll hang it up. Maybe take one down, hang one up. I think that's a good Ben project to help hang the other one, because I think we gotta move it up a little bit higher.
So take one down on that. So take one down and then put that new one back up.
Yeah, we gotta kind of move them around, see where they look best. And this one's got a little different pose than the other one, so we gotta kind of play around a little bit.
I know where a good spot is at home.
Where?
It's a secret. You'll find out.
Okay. So we'll head back home and then get some more work done. Alrighty, so project number 1 for today. We need to make a couple more pail holders here. So we're gonna rig up a thing right there. What? So we're gonna make that, and then got to get a couple more pails. Got a few more calves to try to put on pails in here. Alright, so Got 4 more pail holders. We put a little support in here to kind of hold the boards together a little bit, like a little more sturdy.